You walk into the kitchen and forget why you're there. You meet someone you've known for years, and their name vanishes from your mind. You start a sentence and lose the thread halfway through. If this is happening more and more, you're not alone, and you're not helpless, because there's a purple fruit that scientists call brain fertilizer, and it's sitting in your grocery store right now. Martha was 82 when her daughter called me, worried. Martha kept losing her keys. She'd forget appointments. She'd start telling a story at dinner and just stop. The scariest part, Martha knew it was happening. She'd lie awake at night wondering if this was the beginning, if she'd forget her grandchildren's names, if she'd become a stranger to herself. Her doctor said her brain scans showed normal aging, but normal doesn't mean inevitable. Before we go any further, I want you to do something with me. I'm going to show you 3 words. I want you to remember them. Don't write them down, just keep them in your mind. Here they are. Apple, table. Coin, say them out loud, right? Now, apple, table, coin. Good. I'm going to ask you to recall these 3 words at the end of this video. This is your memory baseline test. Let's see how sharp you are today and how much sharper you can become. Here's what's happening inside your brain as you age. Every single day, your brain cells produce waste products called beta amyloid and tau proteins. Think of them like rust forming on metal. When you're young, your brain has a cleaning system, like a pressure washer, that removes this rust every night while you sleep. But after 60, that cleaning system slows down. The rust builds up. Your neurons, those light bulbs in your brain, start to flicker. The connections weaken. But there's a compound in nature that acts like that pressure washer. It's called anthocyanins, the pigment that makes blueberries purple. And it doesn't just clean the rust, it protects your neurons from future damage. It strengthens the wiring between your brain cells. It makes those light bulbs burn bright again. The Nurses' Health Study followed 16,000 women for 20 years. The women who ate blueberries and strawberries just twice a week had memories that were 2.5 years younger than their biological age. Anthocyanins cross the blood-brain barrier, one of the most protective barriers in your body. Once inside, they target oxidative stress, which is the technical term for that rust we talked about. A study from the University of Reading found that just 12 weeks of daily blueberry consumption improved memory performance by 20% in seniors with early cognitive decline. But here's the critical detail most people miss, and this is why so many fail. Not all blueberries are created equal. The fat, sweet blueberries you find in most grocery stores, they're cultivated varieties bred for size and sweetness. They work. But wild blueberries, the small, intense ones, contain twice the anthocyanin concentration. Ounce for ounce, wild blueberries deliver double the brain protection. They're smaller because they grow in harsh conditions, and that stress makes them produce more antioxidants. Look for them in the frozen section. They're usually labeled wild blueberries. And here's a secret that sounds counterintuitive, frozen blueberries might actually be better than fresh. When berries are frozen, ice crystals form inside the cells. When you thaw them, those ice crystals rupture the cell walls, releasing more of the anthocyanins into your digestive system. A study in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that frozen berries had higher anthocyanin bioavailability than fresh. Plus, wild blueberries are almost always sold frozen. They're too delicate to ship fresh. So how do you actually eat them? Martha's protocol was simple. 1 cup of wild blueberries every single morning. She'd make a smoothie, frozen blueberries, a banana, a handful of spinach you won't taste, and almond milk. Or she'd heat them gently and pour them over steel-cut oatmeal. The key is consistency. Every single day, your brain needs a constant supply of these anthocyanins to keep the cleaning process going. But there's one mistake that will sabotage everything, and most people make it without knowing. Do not eat your blueberries with dairy milk or yogurt. Here's why. Dairy proteins bind to anthocyanins in your digestive tract, blocking their absorption. Multiple studies have confirmed this, including research from the University of Glasgow, showing that milk reduced anthocyanin bioavailability by up to 30%. If you want the brain benefits, use plant-based milk, almond, oat, coconut, or eat them plain, never with dairy. This is non-negotiable if you want results. Asterisk, let me tell you what happened to Martha. She started the Purple Protocol, 1 cup of wild blueberries in a smoothie with almond milk every morning. Week 1, she felt nothing. Week 2, she noticed she could follow TV shows better without rewinding. Week 3, she found her keys every time. By week 6, something remarkable happened. Her grandson challenged her to chess, something they used to play years ago. She'd always lost. This time, she won 3 games in a row. Asterisk, what was happening in Martha's brain? The anthocyanins were doing their work, reducing inflammation in the hippocampus, your memory center, improving blood flow to the frontal cortex, where you make decisions and process information, protecting the neural pathways from oxidative damage. Research from the University of Exeter found that blueberry supplementation improved brain activation, patterns visible on fMRI scans within just 12 weeks. Martha's brain wasn't just stopping decline, it was rebuilding. Asterisk, while we're talking about brain food, let me show you something beautiful. Walnuts. Look at them. They literally look like tiny brains, complete with wrinkles. And it's not just visual poetry. Walnuts are packed with omega-2,3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, which your brain uses to build and repair neural tissue. A UCLA study found that walnut consumption was linked to improved cognitive test scores. Add a handful to your blueberry oatmeal. Your brain will thank you twice. Asterisk, here's your action plan starting tomorrow morning. Buy a bag of frozen wild blueberries tonight. Check the frozen fruit section. Look for wild on the label. Every morning, make your Purple Protocol drink. 1 cup wild blueberries. 1 banana, handful of spinach optional. 1 cup almond milk, blend, drink, or if you prefer, heat the berries gently and pour over oatmeal with walnuts. Remember, no dairy. Every single day for 30 days minimum. Asterisk now, I want to be clear about something. If you or a loved one are experiencing serious memory problems, getting lost in familiar places, forgetting entire conversations, significant personality changes, please see a neurologist. What I'm sharing is for people who want to protect their brain health and address normal age-related decline. This is preventive medicine from your kitchen, but it's powerful. Clinical studies back it. Martha's story is real, and your brain deserves this protection. Asterisk, think about what mental clarity means. It means recognizing every face at family gatherings. It means winning at cards. It means telling stories that make your grandchildren laugh and remembering the punchline. It means staying yourself. The most terrifying part of aging isn't the wrinkles or the gray hair. It's the fear of losing your mind, but you have more control than you think. Your brain is hungry for the right fuel. Feed it purple. Asterisk, all right. Remember at the beginning of this video, I asked you to remember 3 words. It's been about 12 minutes. Most people start forgetting things after just 60 seconds if they're not actively thinking about them. Let's see how you did. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to recall those 3 words before I reveal them. Asterisk. Ready? The 3 words were apple, table, coin. Did you remember all 3? If you did, your working memory is already pretty good. If you didn't, don't worry. This is exactly why the Purple Protocol exists. Asterisk. If you're ready to keep your mind crystal clear until you're 100 years old, if you want to beat your grandkids at chess like Martha, if you refuse to let senior moments become your new normal, I want you to type 1 word in the comments right now. Sharp. That's your commitment. Sharp means you're starting the Purple Protocol tomorrow morning. And when you notice the difference in week 2 or 3, when you stop losing your keys, when conversations flow easier, when your memory surprises you, come back and tell us. Type sharp right now. Asterisk Martha is 84 now. She still drinks her purple smoothie every morning. She still beats her grandson at chess. Last week, she told me she's taking an online class in Italian. something she's wanted to do for 40 years, but never had the confidence. The purple fuel didn't give her a new brain. It gave her brain what it needed to protect itself, to heal itself, to stay sharp. Your turn starts tomorrow morning. 1 cup of wild blueberries, plant-based milk. Every single day, your future self is counting on you. Take care of that beautiful brain, asterisk.